DICE has been around for quite some time now. The actual absolute first embryo of the company was formed in '92, so we're getting close to celebrating our 20 years anniversary. But over the time, the company has changed and moved around inside of Sweden and these kind of things. But there's a couple of things that have always been pivotal within the company. I would dare to say that the drive for quality is one of our key things, one of our key pillars. It's very important for us that everything we do needs to be of high quality. You can call it some kind of a pride in what we do, or I don't know, it's like the old carpenter of the old, you want to create a piece of furniture. They wanted to do it with skill, and so the result really lived up to the expectations of the people that order it. It's the same way that we do games. We really take pride in making sure that people buy the game, of course, that's important because we are running a business, but also are happy about the purchase they have done and feel good about that the community they have bought into, and also the longevity of the product that they get into, that we take care of the product at post-launch and these kind of things. So quality is a key motivator for us here in everything. If it's so that we make a movie, like a PR movie or something like that, or we make an actual engine, or we make a game, whatever it is, quality is very important for us. There's a couple of sister values, I would say, that we have around that, and that's innovation. That quality is good, and you can define quality in many different ways, but we also want to innovate in everything we do. We don't want to just sit down and relax and say, we're happy with what we have now, let's just keep churning out stuff like that. We want to innovate and drive whatever we do forward. And in the case of Battlefield 3, that's of course the FPS genre. We want to take that further ahead and challenge ourselves to compete with the best out there in the genre. The third one is more towards how we work here at the studio, and that's joy. We firmly believe that if we don't have fun working here every day that we do, then we're going to have a problem, because that's going to show in the products. And the flip side of that is, of course, if we're having fun and enjoying the playtest that we have daily of our multiplayer products, if we're enjoying playing that single player campaign that we're building even after X amount of hours that we spent on it, then we know that that is most likely going to shine through for the consumer, the player that buys it in the end. So it's something that's very important for us, and it's important for having a culture here that, well, makes people want to work at DICE and stay working at DICE for over a long period of time. DICE is situated here in Stockholm, Sweden, and we've been in Sweden since the company was founded. It's a bit outside of the more classical areas where game development could be done, like California or the Great Britain. But it's definitely in Scandinavia and Sweden. We have smaller, but we do have an epicenter of game development here as well. But being out of the main area, so to say, we do see a little less of churn with people, but it has another side as well, and that it's harder to recruit people internationally here, of course, because, well, look outside, it's pretty cold in the winters, for instance. That could be one argument. So it's both good and bad, definitely, to be outside of the big areas. DICE is, of course, part of a big family. We're part of EA with its headquarters in Redwood Shores in California. So we do have a very tight collaboration with them, but on the actual game development, we are very self-sufficient here. There's going to be more teams using the Frostbite engine and these kind of stuff, so we're going to start seeing more collaboration in between, but we strongly believe that the creative ownership of a game, of a franchise, needs to stay at one place, and that's what we're keeping here in Stockholm, in Sweden, with the Battlefield franchise.